In this video, we are going to be creating a line chart in Power BI. We're going to be creating a line chart in Power BI. But before we get started, I'd like you to do something for me. Scan this QR code, follow the link, put in your email address and become a member of my community. Scan the QR code, put in your email address and become a member of my community. What do you get as a member of the community? The community is the community of CTOs. And basically what you get is you get our weekly newsletter. In the weekly newsletter, you get the jobs portal, which is the only individuals that have access to this jobs portal is members of the CTOs. In addition to that, you get access to our weekly webinar. The weekly webinar is free. I hold the weekly webinar on Thursdays from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Everything Power BI, creating Power BI reports, demonstrations, answering questions, whatever it takes, whatever you need, every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Join the webinar. You'll have access to the webinar as a member of the CTOs. In addition to, I oftentimes get questions in regards to what's the best equipment to use for Power BI? What's the best computer? What's the best keyboard? What's the best mouse? What's the best desk? What would I recommend? I have a recommendation list that I provide to my members of the CTOs. I have a recommendation list that I provide to members of the CTOs. In addition to, I hold live events around the country. You will have access to those live events. Now, I'll be totally transparent with you. Some of those events are free, some of those events are paid, but at the end of the day, the only individuals that have access to the events are members of the CTOs. In addition to that, I also have my online course. If you want access to the online course, I'm not here to pitch that course. I'm here to give you this video today, this video on creating a line chart. But if you want access to different courses, different webinars, the newsletter, different jobs that are available in Power BI, you want to be a member of the CTOs, and all you have to do is scan this QR code, drop your email, and you'll get access to all of that information. With all of that said, jump right over into the video. Welcome back. Welcome to another lesson in the power of the BI. That's right. Welcome back to another lesson in the power of the BI. You will probably notice that I like to do things efficiently and effectively and efficiently, but efficiently, right? And that means that in many cases, we don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel when we are going out and we are creating new or we're adding visuals to our report. That's why you'll see me cut and paste, and that's why you'll see me let you know that we're doing a cut and paste, because I don't want you just, in this profession, you're going to need to be good at what you're doing. You're going to need to be quick. You're going to need to be fast. You're going to need to be able to be efficient and fast, right? And there's nothing better than being fast that gets you to where you need to be any faster than understanding the shortcuts. Cutting and pasting it's not cheating, it's a shortcut, right? And as long as you understand how to build a visual, you don't have to go in and click the visual every time. Just go in, just cut and paste what you already have, and because you may be using some of the same information. The reason why I say that is because, again, I am going to cut and paste a visual, and then I'm going to turn that visual into a different visual. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go, because in this video, we are talking about the line chart. We're talking about the line chart. And you probably remember the line chart from 5th grade, 6th grade, 4th grade, maybe math, where we drew the lines on the inside the quadrants. Pretty much that's the same thing. It's a line chart, right? And basically, it's one of the more simple charts to create. Very, very easy to create. Just understanding what's on the x-axis. We've been talking about the x-axis, for a good period of time, and what's on the y-axis. And again, we've been talking about the y-axis for a good period of time. So as long as you can understand what's on the x and the y-axis, or what needs to be on the x and the y-axis, you can pretty much create a line chart. It's just pretty much just adding dots, connect the dot on the coloring book. So what I'm going to do is I am going to come over here and I am going to do a Control-C, and I am going to copy this stacked column chart that we've used before. I'm going to create a new page. I'm going to go to Control-V. That didn't work. Let's try, abracadabra, abracadabra, abracazam. make this picture work again. Let's go. Oh, let's highlight it first. Highlight it. Control C. Abracadabra, abracazam. Boom, there it is. Make it work again. It always takes 2 times. So what I'm going to do here is in this stack column chart, not in this stack column, in this stack column chart, we're looking at 3 different elements that we're measuring the values of. We're looking at some of line total, some of unit price, and some last year. I'm going to get rid of the sum of and just say line total. I'm going to get rid of sum of and say unit price. I'm going to get rid of sum of and just say sales last year. Now, I really don't want to use this as a stack. I really want it, it's gonna be different, but I don't want to use it as a stack. I'm going to call it a clustered column. And I am going to get rid of the unit price and the line total. What just happened there? I got rid of the unit price and the line total. I wonder if I'm just learning now. I don't know why that did that. I'm gonna get rid of sales last year. Okay, I don't know why that did that. That made no sense to me. I don't like this blue background and the blue border. The blue background and the blue column. So I'm gonna come over to format. I am going to click columns. You know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna change this from, I already changed it from a stack column to a cluster column, so I don't understand why it's giving me an option here. You shouldn't give me any options, but that's okay. I'm just going to call this yellow, just so we don't have to see it. And I'm going to get rid of this heavy border as well. So we're going to come in and general effects, visual border, turn that off. Okay. Now, rather than having columns, what I want to have is a line. So it's going to be a line that's going to come from here to here to here and back down. So I'm just going to change this from a column chart to a line chart. I didn't have it highlighted, so it just gave me a brand new one. I got to highlight it, and now line chart. Again, it's hitting those same points. Boom, 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 boom. Take it back to a line chart. So now we've got our x-axis, we've got our y-axis, and again, you know already, we can change the colors of the line by going to Format, Visual, and we should see something that says Line, Format, Visual, Line. Line style, we can change the line style. We can make it dotted. We can make it, let's see, dashed. I don't know what custom is. What happens when we make it custom? Yeah, that's too much thinking, making it custom. We can keep it at dash. I like dash. And we can change the color to this green. So formatting a line chart is the same as formatting, the columns or whatever else. Now we make these color changes here. Remember, this line chart is very similar to the column chart. It just gave us columns instead of lines. So I'm going to come back and just show you. Clustered column is what I'm looking for. Boom. Before I go back to my line chart. Boom. And it gives me the dash line, so that's the last line type that I requested to be used. So again, that is our lesson on line charts. Thank you for joining in. Oh, here's the deal. Again, if you have questions, definitely have questions on line charts, you have comments on line charts, please leave us the comments in the Facebook group or ask the questions in the Facebook group, because we want the Facebook group to be a place where we have a repository of questions and answers that can be answered by the classes and the students here in this class. So with that said, again, I thank you for joining in, and I look forward to seeing you win again in the next video.